Good evening, everyone. Radio Man down here in the Radio Shack this evening, recording a little video, kind of like a channel update video, and kind of maybe ask some questions of the viewers, and maybe, well, I guess I'd say not so much answer questions, but just to address a few things. So. Why am I doing a channel about CB radio? I'm a licensed ham radio operator. I used to have a GMRS license, but since lapsed, I use MERS. Radio to me is like a tool. That's all it really is. I'm kind of looking out there. There's a lot of channels out there that, do a pretty good job on the different topics of ham radio, GMRS. There's some out there that I think some of these people are just product placement people and put some garbage content out there. But why I wanted to do a channel is I think CB is a good starting point to learn about different aspects of radio, like the ground wave aspect, or I guess what we call local aspect, and also the skip, or some people refer to as DX, skip, the HF aspect of CB radio. It's a license-free service. That would probably appeal to a lot of people, especially if they're just kind of dipping their toe in the hobby. So that's kind of why I'm doing a channel. There's a few other guys out there in the YouTube sphere that I've kind of got to check out their channels, and we've kind of conversed a little bit online. And also want to be part of that community, adding some content. What the channel is not going to be is why CB radio is better than X, or one of those type of channels. That's kind of really not what I'm getting away from, because I utilize, like I said, just about all aspects of radio. I have a lot of fun on CB radio. One of the comments that I got in one of my previous videos, someone came in and said, well, it's antiquated technology, and cell phones are better, and because of X, Y, and Z, and I really don't want it to be that type of channel. Kind of more focused on having fun, community type stuff. The only thing I will say is I'm on the radio primarily as a hobby. I don't have fever dreams of, prepper things where I'm calling in airstrikes in the woods on a Cobra 29. I think some people do. This here, and this is probably the only time that I'm going to address this, these are very convenient, and I use this quite a bit. It puts a lot of information at your fingertips, but don't kid yourself. Just like I know that if I had to use my radios in a pinch when there was nothing around, I know that they'll work. And these devices here, you don't own them. If you ever read the fine print or the user agreement, you pay all this money for this device and you pay all this monthly fees. You don't own these things. That's just kind of, these things are mining information from you. I can relate to you an incident that happened here in Maine. The governor, during COVID restrictions, the local paper had confronted them about they were using the geolocation information from people's phones to determine where people were congregating, if people were, I guess, following the governor's emergency orders. And when they were confronted about it, they initially denied it. I can put this down, or I'll just leave it there. They initially denied it. And they were presented with more hard evidence and then said, well, we're doing it and it's legal and it's, So what they found out is that, you know, I guess the way Google Waze and some of these different devices, programs work, it's all open source. Our phones are beaconing the information, and, you know, we agree to it. And basically what they're doing is perfectly legal. So, you know, I don't kid myself about this. You know, I do use it to keep in touch with friends and family. But, you know, to have the discussion that this is somehow better, I don't necessarily have fun with this. This is just kind of a device. I'm not spending time thinking of projects and things that I can do with this. So, you know, I just kind of wanted to address that. Someone had put that in one of the comments, and, you know, this is one of these things where it's like, I like it, but I don't trust it any farther than I can throw it. So with that said, the channel is not going to be why CB radio is better than GMRS or ham radio or whatever. I'm just focused on, you know, having fun in community. So what's coming up for the channel down the road? I have 2 videos that I'm working on. One of them is a microphone selection video. This is not going to be the typical video, at least when I've looked around on YouTube, that you're going to be used to seeing. The other video that I'm going to start getting the wheels rolling on, that one is an RFI troubleshooting video of something that I'm dealing with right now that I'll get into a little bit later. The other thing is video gates. I put one up. I'm kind of working on streamlining that so that I can do quick little easy clips that I can throw on YouTube, so that when I talk to these guys, when skip conditions is going, I can put a video up real easy. The live streams seem to be going pretty good. You know, I'll probably, for the most part, probably stream the local sideband net we have up here. Those other things that come up. The other thing I'm looking at doing, one of my goals though, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and you know, I'm starting to get more subscribers day by day. It seems like as days go on, I'm picking up more subscribers, but I'd like to do some sort of a mailbag thing with the channel, where people can, it's kind of, I get it, there's email and all this other stuff in the comments section where people might be able to send in questions. We could exchange QSL cards, things like that. So I'm looking into getting like a PO box, kind of going back to the whole community thing, something we can have fun with it. You know, I can maybe riff on some stuff that comes in. The other thing, I guess, the last bit to conclude this video is I recorded basically I got the camera I'm using now is just a little, I don't remember who makes it, but it's a USB webcam. I seem to like it. It seems to work pretty good, but it's designed to plug into the computer. I got one of these, and I know it's a little cheap, a Casso. I recorded a few videos with it, and I don't know if you guys know, but the video is like jumpy. Like, it's very subtle, but when I'm watching it, it seems like it's jumpy. And I'm doing the playback on my computer that has a, not an external video card, but it's not an onboard video card. You know, it's got a separate video card, and I'm using an HDMI output, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I know this is a cheap camera, but when I watch the video, I can almost see like it's stuttery on the playback. So I don't know if you guys know, got any suggestions, but I want to get some sort of a portable camera, and I don't want to use my phone. And the other thing I don't like about this is that there's no way to plug an external mic into it to get better audio. So the audio sucks on this. So I got to get something better for recording out of the Radio Man Laboratories. I could use this. I can plug a mic into it. It does work fine. But I kind of want to get a camera. I don't want to use my phone. See what happens? I'm using my phone and people are text messaging me. I've done a few videos with it. So you guys got any suggestions? Let me know on cameras. The only other thing I guess I would say is, do you guys have anything you want to see for me? Let me know. And with that, this will be the Radio Man, and I'll be signing out. Take care.